Welcome to A Rare Journey. My name is Elena, and I am taking myself and you on the rare journey that is my life. This is a journey from fearless to flawless, using and taking in all of my flaws, accepting everything that I think is bad about me, and becoming fearless and realizing that it's all a part of my journey and all a part of what I'm essentially here on this earth to do, which is to just be a light, to be a vessel. And it's a rare journey, and everybody has their own individual journey in life. No one person is the same, and that's why it's a rare journey, because it's your journey and this is my journey. And so every day of the week I'm going to be shedding light on different topics, different things that the various things that are going on in my life, because there's so many different things that each of us are dealing with or going through or working on, depending on who you are, if you're a mom, if you're a wife, things of that nature. So I'm going to be sharing about what's going on at this segment of my life and what I'm working towards and what I'm dealing with. So, yesterday was Movement Mondays. So again, every single day of the week is gonna have a different topic overview, just so I can keep myself accountable and be more focused and know, okay, this is what this day is about. This is what that day is about, because I have different things going on in my life. I have different goals, different things that I want to focus on. So yesterday was Movement Mondays. So on Movement Mondays, I'm going to be talking all about my fitness journey, my health journey, because it's not just about fitness, but there's other things I'm working on, like which you'll maybe see is like I'm working on my skin, my acne journey, which is really an internal journey. Like I need to make sure my insides are working right so that my outside is looking good, even though I do look good, but the acne, like it's just something I'm working on. But again, Movement Mondays is all about fitness, health, nutrition, what I'm doing to help me reach my goals, which is 30 pounds down, and I want clear skin. Point blank period. It's that simple. Tuesdays is taking my own advice Tuesdays. So where did this all come from? It came from a lot of things. It came from me realizing that I am literally a wealth of information. I am a business strategist. I'm a business consultant. I am a master coach. And I am masterful at giving everybody great advice, helping people come up with successful strategies to solve problems, strategies in business. Like I'm great at helping so many other people. And what I realized is like, hey, I'm not using any of that to help myself. And that's why I don't feel like personally I'm moving forward in my life. Personally, I don't feel like I'm reaching my goals. Personally, I don't feel how all of these other people feel that I'm helping, because I'm not taking my own advice. Okay? And, just sitting here, currently I'm working as a financial coach and, giving advice to my clients. And it's like, as light bulbs are going off in their brain, it's like, Elena, like, you need to take your own advice. You need to take your own advice. And there's so many different things. Even in me, I was formerly a Sunday school teacher and a youth leader, and I have nieces, and I'm a mentor, and I'm a sister, and I'm a daughter, and I'm an encourager, and I'm a motivator. I'm all of these things, and giving people advice. And it's like, I need all of that for myself in this season. So Tuesday is going to be all about taking my own advice, talking about different advice that I'm giving to other people, that I'm finally, the light bulb is going off in my head saying, hey, Lena, why don't you apply that to yourself? Why don't you take your own advice for once? So two things I was going to talk about today. Yesterday, I like to have a weekly call and devotional time with my niece and my goddaughter, who's basically also my niece, with my two nieces. I have three nieces, but these two, I have three nieces. One is 4, and these two are 11 and 12. So I like to have a weekly devotional conversation with them, because there's so much going on in this world right now when it comes to teens and different mental health issues. And I remember what it was like being a preteen, and that was a point in my life where I made a lot of decisions that I didn't realize subconsciously hindered my soul and has hindered me in my development as a woman. And so now as a woman, as I'm unlearning all of these things and unpacking, you know, do therapy and coaching, it's like, hey, you made all of those like decisions when you were 10, and now they're like reverberating and showing up in your life now. So I really like to, you know, meet with them, talk with them, help them. And one of the main things that we were talking about last night was self-esteem, was self-love. You know, working on your self-esteem, working on your self-love. And so I told, you know, something I told my nieces was, you know, like, you need to be saying an affirmation a day. Like, you need to look in the mirror every single day and you need to say something positive over yourself. Excuse me. And that's something that, you know, I'm taking into my own daily practice, you know, like, and how I'm going to do that is I have a mirror in my room. And so every week I'm going to write like 7 different affirmations, however many I can fit on there, but at least 7. So I have a new one for each day, or I have one for the day. And every day when I wake up, because the way my mirror is positioned is like, as soon as I wake up, it's right in front of me, I'm going to speak those affirmations over myself. I'm going to speak those affirmations over myself. And then I'm going to have a minute of meditation to really take in those affirmations over myself. Because it's like, Elena, how can you be encouraging these young girls to build their self-esteem, to build their self-worth, to build their self-value, when that's something that you realize as a grown woman you're struggling with because of decisions you made as a preteen that diminished your self-worth and value, and now it's carried into you as an adult, and you need to work on that as well. So, you know, that was taking my own advice. Like, hey, you're telling them they need to say an affirmation a day. How are you going to be doing an affirmation a day? And what I'm going to be doing, again, is writing these affirmations on my mirror, and every day I'm going to be changing them out. And something that I'm working on in this season specifically of my healing journey, because I'm on a healing journey, is self-forgiveness. I realize that there's many things that I'm holding myself hostage, and that's why I keep sabotaging my own success, because I don't forgive myself. I haven't forgiven myself for mistakes that I made in my younger years, and I'm holding myself hostage instead of celebrating everything that is great about me in spite of those failures or goals that I didn't reach, because I'm still an amazing person. I'm like, honestly, not to say like I'm humble, but I'm an amazing person. So there's an affirmation right there. Elena, you are an amazing person. Yes. And then another thing that came about today, I've had a very long day. After, you know, we were on the phone for 2 hours, longer than I expected, but, you know, they needed that. Then I had to get online and do schoolwork because I'm in the process right now of finishing my bachelor's degree, which has been a long, arduous journey, but it's something that I'm determined to complete by the end of this year. I am determined to complete my bachelor's degree by the end of this year, because I have future goals. I know a gift that God has given me is this gift of encouragement, is this gift of counseling, is this gift of motivation, is this gift of coaching. And so I want to be able to do that to His glory and professionally. So I know that in some form or fashion in the future, I want to be a coach or a therapist. And I need to have my bachelor's degree, because if it wasn't for that, I don't need a degree in this world. You get certifications, my experience, like, I'm good. But I know that if I want to pursue what I feel God has told me is my purpose, I need a degree. So it's like, Elena, just finish this bachelor's degree. And so today I had to take my dog to the vet. Whole nother story. Who was the vet technician assistant? One of my former Sunday school students. And I remember from Sunday school class, this young woman now saying that her goal was to be a veterinarian. And here I am in the vet's office, and she's the one there servicing me. She's a vet technician. And we're talking, and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember when you said you wanted to be a veterinarian. And I'm always happy. It brings so much warmth to my heart when I see my former students operating or just living, because we can't take that for granted. And she was telling me, I was like, yeah, you wanted to be a veterinarian? She's like, yeah, well, you know, I'm just an assistant. And I said, no, ain't no just. You are an assistant. You are that. And she was like, yeah, you're right. I was like, no, you got to delete the just, because you are that. You are a vet assistant. And she was like, she had some struggles with school, and she didn't, she had to leave, she had to come back. Story, I know all about it. And I remember, and this is one of the reasons too why even this year I had to pull back from different mentoring that I do with girls, because I made a commitment that I need to finish my degree. And what I told to even the woman who was over the girls organization that I volunteered in on a yearly basis, I have to be, and I want to be what I'm encouraging these girls to be. I can't be telling these young girls, get your degree, go to school, do this, do that, and I haven't done it for myself when I know that's something on my heart to do. So as I was in there encouraging my former Sunday school student, I was reminded to take my own advice. Don't grow weary in this season where I feel like it's so much on me, and I made a commitment to myself to finish my degree. And I'm going to take my own advice, and I'm going to get it done, just like I told her. And that's it. Taking my own advice.